Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm Lorraine from Crafty Individuals, and today I've got a short video for you showing a completed card but sped up so you don't need to spend all your time watching me and can go and get creating yourself. The card's a zebra card made with the Safari stamp set by Crafty Individuals, which comes with Creative Stamping 121 on the 27th of April 2023. There's some great stamps on this, and the zebra and the giraffe with little doodles on them for decoration are really cool. So I started with a pink gatefold card, and then I took some layering circles, pink, silver mirror card and black, and layering squares in silver mirror and black, a white panel for the inside, and then I stamped my zebra on white and just coloured the black patterned bits with a pink pen. Then for making the background for my gatefolds, there's this really cool zebra pattern stamp. As you can see, I positioned it in my MISTI because I find with solid stamps like this sometimes you need to get a couple of presses on them to get a good image. So I repeated that for all four of the panels and then just left them to dry. I'm using VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, which is a really lovely dark ink, just takes a little while to dry sometimes. Then I went to decorate the gatefold. I'm using VersaFine Nocturne in Glamorous. This time I'm trying to put the cheetah pattern around the edges of the gatefold in the pink, so it's a tone on tone look. It just adds a little bit more interest to the card blank. So I made a point to mark on my grid squares where the centre is, so that I make sure that I've got the pattern down the centre and I don't end up with any bald patches on it. I'm removing cat hairs off my ink pads, which is a continual hazard when you've got 4 cats like I have. And then just stamp all the way around the outside of the gatefolds, opening up to do the outside edges and then folding it over to do the centre crease so that I don't get any stamping on the back of the card. So finish that side, do the same on the other gatefold, and then finally do the edge of the pink circle that the zebra is going to be mounted on the front so that it's all cohesive look together. The next was to trim down my little zebra panels before adhering them onto the black and silver mats. And I keep looking at my fingers. I think the ink was not quite dry. I ended up with very black inky fingers after this. So the main thing with this was to make sure that I had them square, and then they would fit nicely onto my square panels. So I simply just glued all 3 layers together. No extra dimension was needed on these because the dimension was going to go on the centre zebra panel because he's the main feature. I just love these squares though, they're so cool. So I had a little think with this horizontally whether to do the next one vertically or not, but decided that the horizontal it would be too much if I put it on vertically. So the next job was to assemble the main zebra panel. So I adhered the mirrored panel on there, and then the sentiment I wanted to heat emboss. So I fussy cut my zebra and then positioned him in place so that I knew where to stamp. Got the embossing buddy over to reduce any static, and then Versamark ink with the silver embossing powder. So stamp that on, add the powder, give it a heat, watch the magic. I do love watching the embossing powder melt, it's the best thing. And then glue the zebra in place. So you're going to see the powder melting there, buff away any excess powder, and then glue my pink, black and white zebra in place. Who says it has to be realistic, eh? So as you can see, I've got an overhang there, so I'm going to trim that off, and the easiest way to do that is to turn the circle over, then you can follow the line of the circle and get a nice shape. And there's my topper, so I can... Oh, there's my my glue eraser. If you've not got a glue eraser, get one. They're brilliant. So useful. Anyway, I wanted to pop that up on some foam taps. So I added those, peeled the backing off, added a tiny dot of glue to each one of those. I find sometimes that foam pads, the sticky on the foam pads is not quite as good as if you've glued, and also having the dot of glue on gives you a little tiny bit of wiggle room. For this, centred the zebra, then shifted it across and made a mark with a pencil so that I know where to put my foam pads for this one, and I don't have to bother about erasing the pencil line, because once the panel's in place you won't be able to see that, it'll be overlapped. So again, remove the backing, tiny dot of glue on each pad, and then adhered my zebra in place. The last thing to do was cut a panel, just stamp the zebra pattern across the top and the bottom edge, again using VersaFine Nocturne ink, just to coordinate the look with the inside and the outside, give me a place to write my message. And then that was glued into the inside of the panel. Oh, any little gaps are just filled in with a black fine liner. And then that was just glued into the centre to finish my card. So there's my Gatefold zebra card made with Creative Stamping 121's Safari stamp by Crafty Individuals. I hope you like the card, and I hope you've enjoyed my video. Again, please like and subscribe if you like it, and I'll hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.